tonight as his Cardinals take the field at 10 p.m. Eastern against the Chargers. You can see that one right here on NFL Network following the Jets and the Giants. And earlier this week, Kyler talked about how he would feel taking an NFL field for the first time.
How juiced am I? Pretty excited. Just to play an actual football game against an opponent other than, your teammates. It is just preseason, though. We know how much it means. It doesn't mean too much. But, no, obviously everyone wants to go out there and have a good showing, whether it happens or not. Just getting ready for the actual season.
I'm sure he'll be more amped than nervous. I mean, he's a guy, he's a competitor, and he gets the butterflies just like everybody else. But, he loves when the lights are on.
And we love obsessing over the fact that he can throw, that he can run the ball as well. Sean, what aspect of Kyler's game do you want to see tonight?
It feels like deja vu. I said the same stuff about Baker Mayfield when he went #1 last year. I want to see from the pocket throws. Everybody talks about the vertically challenged quarterbacks right now. You talked about the athleticism. I mean, look, I think he's been an accurate quarterback, but you've got to win from within the pocket. I don't care what you call your offense. Air raid, you want to call it ground and pound.
Run and gun.
You've got to find a way to win from within the pocket. Now, let's be honest. Arizona hasn't provided a great pocket. Last year, their offensive line was banged up. Things didn't go so well for Josh Rosen and the cast of quarterbacks there. But I just want to see the ball come out quick, out of the pocket, and I think he will show that.
Hey, here's your Easter egg or your spoiler.
Okay,
alert.
what do you got?
Last year, Patrick Mahomes threw a 70-yard pass in the air down in Atlanta to Tyreek Hill in the preseason, and it set the internet on fire, and it kind of set the table. I think in one of these preseason games, Kyler Murray is going to throw one of those type of passes too. I think the most under-talked about or under-discussed elements of his game is his arm. And everything I'm hearing about from camp is that he's throwing the deep ball as beautifully as anyone's ever. You look at this stuff from Oklahoma. Again, I've said it time and time again all season. It is a baseball player's arm in that it has this crazy arm motion. The speed is perfect. It's one of the most beautiful passes. So as athletic as he is and the shotgun, and Sean, I respect the scheme and all that stuff. The sheer athleticism of his arm and the way he throws a football is what I'm excited for. And I think the internet will explode at some point, either tonight or the next 3 nights when they do their preseason games with just a pure throw from Kyler Murray.
One thing I thought about a lot last year, Shriggs, and you brought me up to speed with this and sort of helped me through it, is when you were calling the Rams games in the preseason and you were like, this is nothing but backups. They're not showing anything. They're not showing any hand. Their game plan, this is a team that made it to the Super Bowl and did really well. So part of me is like, well, maybe Cliff should take a page out of McVay's book and not show anything, especially if we're trying to Chip Kelly this thing and really throw the rest of the league and defenses off. Who do they have week 1? The Lions?
The Lions.
Don't show what you have, but they can't really do that, right? Because it is a rookie, because they do have 2 rookie wide receivers that they just drafted. So they really have to use this opportunity to sort of show their hand and
exactly
see what works.
Right. That Rams team was loaded with veterans and guys, and Jared Goff had been in McVay's offense. These guys need the reps. They need to actually see live action football. So I'd be curious how much they show. But you're right. They're not going to give it all, for sure.
We don't want to unveil the X's and O's, but let's just take one look at that howitzer, though. I'm thinking the baseball field. Bo Jackson nailing Harold Reynolds at the plate. That's what we're going to see. And I used to go to the auto show growing up at McCormick Place in Chicago.
Love it.
It's the best.
My high school graduation was.
Is that right? Well, I feel like they would bring out these prototype cars where like the doors would go up and everything. And I used to be like, can we get that car? And my dad would be like, that's not a real car. It's the future. I feel like this is that car in Kyler. It's all blacked out. There's computers. The door goes up and everything. And I want to see it drive a little bit. And I want to see the pace. We kept hearing pace. Because again, it's not just Kyler. It's Cliff. It's everybody. I want to see how fast they get up to the line. Okay, I mentioned Chip Kelly. 2013, he made his debut with Michael Vick at quarterback, and they scored 26 points in the first half of a game, and it felt like the Ferrari, to complete the car analogy. So I want to see the prototype just a little bit. Give me just one throw, and then we'll see you against Detroit.
I think the car you're talking about, Nate Burleson has.
He totally does.
You just don't want a delivery date in 2020.
We've got action tonight. It is preseason football. It is here, and it is live on NFL Network. The doubleheader is tonight, hours from now. Don't change the channel. We'll have everything you need. Jets at Giants at 7 p.m. Eastern. Chargers at Cardinals tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. And awesome highlights to follow on Good Morning Football, which will be at 7 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. The Bucs at the Steelers tomorrow night. Cowboys at Steelers following that on Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. A lot of questions about